Hello everyone. Yeah, it's Femula Pastor again. And ready because I want to give us a very um, interesting insight. And this is about the Erasmus Mundus Scholarship Program. A lot of us might have heard about this before, but this could be your first time of hearing about this. But whichever way, I think this is the time for you to get this very important information that could help you. And I think this is one of the best times to, to share this information, because I am a beneficiary of the Erasmus scholarship. I'm here in Europe, not because I have the financial means to be here, not because I have someone in Europe that invited me over, but I got this privilege by God's grace and also by the sponsorship of the European Union Erasmus Scholarship Program. So, and this is something that I know that it could be beneficial to everyone listening to me. And this is why I've decided. Okay, now it's also important for you to know that for every Erasmus programs, we have the scholarship holders and sometimes we have the self-funded. So if you are not, if you don't get the scholarship, you can apply as a self-funded. But I'm not going to be talking more about the self-funded because I'm a scholarship holder. So I really want a situation whereby you can benefit from the scholarship, because the self-funding is not that easy. It's not that easy, especially when you're coming from a developing nation. It's not that easy to be able to afford it. So for the scholarship holder, it comes with a fully funded package. That is, it covers your tuition fee, it covers the cost of your traveling from your home country. Also, it covers your insurance, the health insurance. It also covers the cost of your living. So you have absolutely nothing to worry about. As an Erasmus scholar, you have nothing to worry about, because all the costs associated with your study and your living is covered by the scholarship. Also, you need to know that most of the Erasmus program lasts for 24 months. That is 2 years. And during this 2 years, you have the privilege to go through 2 or more European universities. For example, I started my first semester in France, in the University of Bordeaux. And from there, I moved to the University of Basque Country in Spain. And this is how it goes for some of my other colleagues too. Some started in France, they moved to Belgium for their second semester, they moved to Germany for their third semester, and their fourth semester, maybe Sweden. So we move from one country to another, like one university, not just from one country. It must be a specific university in that country. So it is very interesting, believe me. So what are the things you need? To apply for an Erasmus scholarship, you need to start preparing in time. And that is the essence of my exposition today. It's not just about telling you the benefits. Yeah, the benefits of the scholarship is very important, because this is what will motivate you to putting in a very good application. But how can you do this? If I was able to do it, then anyone can do it. Because at some point, I just decided to put in the application just for the sake of putting in, because I applied for some other scholarships and my hopes were on those ones, because I was just thinking, let me just try this Erasmus, and I got it. I didn't get one, I got 2 applicable to me. But this is more like a general information that applies to most Erasmus scholarship holders. So the advice I'm giving is based on my experience and with the experience of a lot of my other colleagues and with the experience of a lot of my other senior colleagues. So I'm going to list some of the items or some of the things you need to get ready if you are planning to apply for the next Erasmus scholarship. But first, I need to mention this. If you want to apply for an Erasmus scholarship, the first thing you need to do is to look up for the program of interest, because it is not like a general application, because we have a lot of Erasmus programs and each of them have specific information, specific application process. So you cannot use the application process for my program for your own program, they might not be the same. So you must ensure that you have you have like a specific program you have in mind, and then you can direct your effort towards looking through the application process, the documents that are required. So that is the first thing you need to do. So when you've identified your program of interest, then you can now go through their website, check the requirements, what do they need and what is not. Because I can't tell you that, okay, you need this, you need this, you need that. It might not be applicable to your program. But generally, you need things like letters of recommendation, you need things like letter of motivation, you need your official academic transcripts, you need a CV, you need a scanned copy of your passport, international passport, you need to provide a proof of residence, which is more like maybe your bank statement can suffice as a proof of residence. And sometimes you need English proficiency test results. And this is one area that I want to really, dwell on a bit. Like, for instance, in my program, I did not provide an English test, though it was requested, but I didn't provide it. I got an exemption, and the exemption was that if I studied in a university where English language was the medium of instruction, I don't need to provide an English test result. And also, Nigeria was listed as among one of the countries that is exempted if in case you meet up with that clause. So some programs will insist that you must take the test, whether you come from a country or a university that used English. So it varies from one program to the other. So this is why you need to look up for what your program wants from you, and from there you can say, okay, I am going to do this, I'm going to do that. But these are just general information. So this is more like telling us that this exists because I am a beneficiary of this, and I'm trying to let you know that you can do it. You know, if I could do it, then you can do it. So in subsequent videos, I'm going to tell us more. I'm going to break down some of those things. And all I just want you to do is, if you need any information about this Erasmus scholarship, maybe you need specific information, you can just put it in the comment section that please, you can dwell, can you please explain this part? Can you please explain this part? So I'm going to make specific videos that will address each of those sections. Okay, talking about writing the motivational letter, what are the things you need to do, and I could even bring in some of my colleagues so we can have a section where we are going to like demystify all of those things, talk about the components of a CV. We can even show you samples of some of our documents that we used in the past, so that it can guide you on how to go about those things. But like I said, this is just an exposition to make you know that, okay, people are getting this kinds of opportunity. Like I said, I wouldn't be sharing this information if I'm not a beneficiary. So you can go to the comment section, ask questions, tell me, okay, this, can you please make a video on this? Can you please make a video on that? And I will try as much as I can to read through the comments and make videos according to the demand. Thank you very much. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in my subsequent videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. Bye.